Welcome back, guys, to the race for the Hungary GP. Now, if you was with me in the last round, you would have seen that the non-human and Dutchy McDutchface stole P1, P2. Got very gas zoned out. To be honest, I was just catching up on a few little things while I was away from it. So, tyres. Now, there has been a little bit of debate regarding tyre choice. Now, I think we need to staple the rule out about the admins will have to staple the rules out about qualifying if a lobby gets resetted and Q2 was wet or partially wet. As far as FIA rules are, if any part of qualifying Q2 is wet, then it's a free choice of tyres when they get to race day. Now, whether the admins did not carry that on, they said you've got to race on what you qualified on. But with a glitch lobby, we couldn't get really proof unless we get all the screenshots from every single driver to say what tyre they were on. But even that doesn't help with a glitch lobby. So as drivers are now getting back, let's bring up. We need a track map. An update will be nice. And we'll get the telemetry up. So it screws up, the whole tyre thing screws up. So we need, after this race, the admins should sit down and get this stapled out across the board. But if they follow the FIA rules, it means that because it was partially wet, that all drivers get a free choice of tyre. So we are just waiting for the lights now. Ooh. Need a little bit of revving. There's 3, 4, 5 red lights. They're out and away we go. So you can see the cars that they are spinning all over the place, but we've got no contact at the moment. We've got a very slow driver at the back with Frenzy's taking a bit of a. I think he does that every week. He just lets the chaos happen, and he's in it. So Dutch face battling out with DXD Nilmer, which is fantastic. Nilmer has managed to steal P2. A very fantastic move, and Shodikus has dropped down. He is continually dropping down. Right, I'm going to say this straight up. What Moylan did there for Flea was absolutely gentlemanlike, and I think Flea repaid him by allowing him to hold that position in front. So absolutely fantastic Moylan for allowing Flea to get on safely. Moylan really was it. I'm afraid it has lost a big chunk of wing. So you got veteran, shall the FBI investigate the rules? Yes. Get the FBI to investigate the rules. Double check for me, what is the rule for partially wet Q2 when it comes to tyre choice? And Con's going, yo! Cons, thank you for joining us. So we've got iHydra who's just sped into that pit lane. Schoolboy error that. Absolute schoolboy error, and I think it's downright ugly that you act like that. Oh, I hate drivers who pick up that 5-second penalty just because they don't know how to brake properly. Or, I missed my braking point. There's no excuse. You're meant to slow down for the pit lane. That sounded like a pirate. Yo-ho! Oh well. I could bring out the Scouse again, but I think I could have ended up offending someone if the Scouse accent comes back out. So at the moment we've got non-human sticking out there, making a bit of a gap now from DXD Nilmer, who has managed to get himself up into P2. Dutch Face holding third. With Speedy, DXD Sausage in fourth. DXD Matty in fifth. We've got DXD Hobo somehow up into sixth. And Singh there in seventh after the crash earlier on. Lewis Tabika in eighth. We've got DXD Moylan climbing his way up into ninth. We've got Flea, who's done a fantastic start, up into 10th. We've got Scotty Harris in 11th. Frenzy in 12th. Shaunicus down into 13th after a haphazard start. We've got High Hydra in 14th. We've got Sesvin in 15th and Freedom in 16th. So these drivers at the bottom here should be battling further up, and we expect them to be closing that gap. Well done. Non-human clapping the rest. Well, non-human has got this. He's got this game wrapped up now. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. His brother Freedom is also a very quick driver. It just seems that Freedom's not got it there quite yet. And that was track limits there by non-human. So we could be seeing penalties coming left, right and centre for us, a few of these drivers. So Nilmer has actually managed to make up a gap now of 4 seconds behind them to Dutch Face, which is absolutely fantastic for Nilmer, and it's something I want to see happen more with Nilmer, because he is one of my drivers that I do like to see more of. We've got Speedy now. Speedy is looking to get past Dutch Face. Now, can DXD Sausage send it on the inside, just ram it up there, get this place, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it on this lap. He's closed that gap down a lot there. But then it opens up again. He's holding it in. No, he's coming in a bit too hot. Came a bit too quick there, Speedy. DXD Sausage coming a bit too quick. Story's life. Again, track limits. We're seeing it. And we're going to see penalties soon. We've got iHydra on a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. We're going to see these track limit penalties coming thick and fast soon. We're on lap 4 of 35, so we've got a long way to go. We could actually see people getting warnings for getting disqualified. So we've got DXC Singh now, who is really close to say, oh, this helicopter view. Absolutely fantastic. Can we see an overtake on this hairpin? It is possible to overtake on these hairpins, but only if you manage to get your nose or your front wheel in up halfway of the car in front. So there we go. Could we expect a late lunge? It's not a dive bomb, it's all set up, and there we go. Singh's on the inside. He's still on the inside. Singh's managed to get. Can he get Dutch Face with the same momentum? It's not looking easy. And Nilmer's pitted quite early on and got himself onto some medium tyres. Now, I think he's going for the 2-stop, so it's going to be soft, medium, hard. Or is he going soft? And he's going to go medium and then back to soft again. Be quite interesting really to see that. So who do we got over here? So we've got non-human who's out miles in front. Oh, Singh rubbernecking up the back end of Dutch Face, and then we're picking up the first of the time penalty, first of the 3-second time penalties. But I know he's not going to be the only one. Right, I'm going to read this out because I think this is a very good prediction. So, cons. I predict non-human P1, Singh P2, and Hobo DNF. I can't argue with that. That is actually probably a very good prediction. If only we could bet on this. You'd get shitty odds, I'll be honest, because but it's a good shout. So yeah, We're just waiting for Singh to pull the trigger. But then we've also got Lewis Tabika, who's right behind Dixie Sausage. Lewis is all over that sausage. And we can actually see Singh making the move. That is... You know what, let's have a look from... Oh... So Singh's had to bow out for that move. It'd be like 1 to 500. Yeah. You get like... You'll get nothing but from that. You get absolutely nothing. You'll get your money back in a penny. There we go. Singh's making a move. Dutch face has switched behind him. So now Singh is in P2. And Speedy now Dixie Sausage all over the back of the Dutch face again. Lewis Tabika's still in there for the... We've got Hobo right now sitting in 6. Now, I don't know about you guys out there at home watching or even racing and listening into this. Think about how on earth has Hobo got into 6. He's taking out a sign. Man, you've got to replace that, Hobo. Come on. You got caught red-handed taking out a sign. You know what? That's going to the stewards. That is purposely taking out a sign so people can't use that as a breaking point. You are causing issues, and I think we've got a collision. So Freedom is not in the lobby. He's been kicked out. And Matty is trying to get past the non-present Freedom. But I've just noticed we are missing one driver. Can we work out who? We did start with 17 drivers. But who are we missing? Da, 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 da. Fact the Albot is no longer with us. $300k fine. Hamilton got the same for taking out a camera on the curb at Abu Dhabi. Really? Why was the camera on that curb? Why would you put a camera that close to a racing track? But I'll go with it. 300k. Let's send Herbert the bill. So, Freedom's car has been lapped by a non-human. Oh, what's that? Because it was years ago, it was on top of a cone at the last corner. So that makes you think, doesn't it? What world do people think of when they think, yo, I'm going to stick a camera on top of a cone, on a corner, on a curb? So it's like, are you really that stupid? Non-human has jumped into the pits. It's stuck on a set of hard sides. Those have got a good chance of going to the end. And Herbo is in the pits. And very nicely done by the Alfa Romeo team. So we have Singh, who's in P1, we've got P2 of Lewis the Beaker. P3 of Dutch Face is doing really well. Speedy in P4. And Dixie Moyland in P5. Not Hewan leading the the pitch strategy at the moment with P6 and Frenzy in P7. Scotty Harris in P8. We've got Nilmer in P9. Shonicus in P10. Dixie Hobo in P11. Hyder in P12. We have Dixie Matty in P13. Sesfin in P14 and Flea in P15. With Freedom in P16. So we're gonna take while we're just looking to see where the next battle's gonna be, and we can see Speedy now going around the outside of. Is it? No, it's not gonna be a switch back. Dutch Face holding well in P3. And we can actually see Herbo actually make an overtake. For the first time ever, I've actually caught Herbo making a good overtake on a good driver. Yeah, quite shocking. I can't believe I caught him. Lewis the Beaker with a 3-second time penalty. Non-human now. Right over all over the back of Dixie Moylan. Moylan knows. He's got to lose the Beaker. That's spun out. Luckily, it's not dead. But he has lost a big chunk of wing, so he will have to go in the pits now. A virtual safety car is out. So Frenzy dives into the pits. So we've got Nilmer, who's got an issue with his car, and he's running low on fuel. His fuel's not meeting what he needs to meet what he needs. So let's have a look. Fuel-wise, so a red fuel sign will show that the driver is running really low on fuel. A yellow one means he's under the predicted amount that he needs for the laps left in the race. So the XCC is going to have to coast a little bit into some corners. He's going to have to not go full throttle. So I wonder when he's going to be doing that. Touching McDuck's face looks good. Non-human needs to relax a little bit. So there's Nilmer, as well as Frenzy. DXD Matty. Flea. All those drivers need to relax with these with the fuel intakes. So the car switches to lean, but they can coast into some corners. They can take it easy through others. Maybe just not go full throttle as early. Come off the accelerator. But let's have a look and see if we can find any battles. Non-human now looking to get past Speedy. No, not if not non-human gets past Speedy. He will essentially know that he's going to be in front of Speedy throughout the whole race. We're then due to pit again. Speedy looking to try to get past the Jimmy Dodge face as Singh has dived into the pits. Sky House is in the pits. So we have running out on the old dead quick, got touch of the Dodge face Speedy. Oh, non-human and Speedy are side by side. Speedy's got the nice. Oh! The little bit comes together between DXD sausage and non-human. Not too sure who would be at fault for that. It just seems like they're both kind of like, oh, and non-human is sliding a bit. Those hard tyres still haven't got into the groove yet. But Moylan's hard tyres will be sitting there nicely now. They're at that right amount of tyre grip where they start getting stickier. So they're in their sticky phase right now. Another 5-6 laps at the start to, and then it'll start to fade. These hard tyres could do 25 laps. 30 at a push. A lot of drivers don't, a lot of people don't think they could, but you tyre manage really well, and you'll find that these tyres will last a very long time. Rule of thumb tends to say that a medium tyre will go half the race distance. Rule of thumb for the game. Soft tyre will go between a quarter and a third, and the hard will go through between a third and 3/4. So it's those kind of distances you've got to work out. Now you could push a medium tyre past the halfway point and go for the one stop soft medium or medium soft, but that is tyre management at its best. This is why when you go to do one stop, it's always usually soft to hard, using the soft tyre to get yourself into position for the hard tyres to run the rest of the race. But then that would mean that you would have to manage the soft tyres as much as you can to make sure you do not overcook them. You get yourself away from other drivers, because you don't want to be on the hard tyres without you want to have a bit of a breathing gap before going on the hard tyres, give yourself those hard tyres some time to get sticky, and then you can be competitive. Whereas if you did it the other way around, you'll find that a lot of drivers, a lot of the cars will go off ahead, and you'll be playing catch up, and that's not easy to do on hard tyres. As you can see, we've got like a lot of gaps there. We've got Singh now, who is looking to get past the XT Nilmar. And Singh spun! Singh spinning is just basically given Frenzy a free place and Herbo a chance. Now, didn't see what happened, whether it was Singh spinning on his own accord or Nilmar, it was contact between him and Nilmar. But we'll find out whether Singh does report it. I'll be expecting Hobo to have more than one penalty soon. Let's have a little sneaky look at the penalty. So at the moment, we have everybody who's got penalty on one penalty. We're fully on 2, which will make a massive difference when it comes to the end of the race. Still yet to stop is Moyland, Dutchface and Speedy. Everybody else has made at least one stop. Dutchface is in the pits now. So Moyland and Speedy. Still yet to pit. We have got past the halfway point. We're about at the halfway point now. So just a quick little bit of quiet moment there. Let's. Anybody's in the chat, like, just drop a name who you want to do a racing lap with. Who do you want to be on board while we go around for a lap? So we've got Dutchman and Dutchface right now, who's on fresh tyres, closing in on Hobo. And I Hyder's just picked up a pencil. You know what? Tell you what, race director, incidents. I Hyder ignoring blue flags. So Moylan still hasn't pitted yet. So Lewis, the Beaker, wants a racing lap with him. We'll get on board with that in a moment. So let's jump aboard with Lewis and let's have a racing lap with him. And that there was a very nice lap. So 5-second penalty for free for speeding in the pit lane, but he has retired from the session. I think he's just had enough, and he's just not like, no, never going to catch up with anybody in front. I'll just bow out now, which is unfortunate because Flea doesn't tend to do that. Then something's happened, and it got to me. He's gone like, I'm quitting this race right now because it's wound me up. But it's not normal. So at the moment we've got freedom. Okay, this is... Yeah, hey, what the hell? This is actually more entertaining than anything else that's going on above us. Really is. I just have to, like, work out what on earth was going on between these two. Yeah, so it's like, wow. So... But as far as I'm aware, Freedom wasn't in the lobby. The fact that they're kind of scrambling over each other, and I hide it as DNF'd. He's crashed out, so it's a safety car. A bit of desync, yeah. Just a little bit. He's in the lobby, right? So Freedom before dropped out the lobby. If he's in the lobby now, that's good. But yeah, I do think I think it's a desync on both sides, on with Sesvin as well as Freedom. Because if it wasn't desync, those cars would have went off before. So, yeah. I think it's a desync for these drivers. Sesvin's got AI. But that is... So this is a nice opportunity for some drivers to get... Like Moylan's gone for the first soft tyres. Got to really catch up with non-human as quick as he can. So Cons is just like, he's in the lobby, Sesvin has a really bad connection. That I can believe. Okay, how do you pick up a track limits penalty under a safety car? You should be driving at full speed, so how do you do it? Even when it says catch up with the safety car, you do not drive at full speed. Everybody knows this. Only Homo, he's special. Yeah, special flipping needs. He's a special child. So, quick run down on the order. So we do have Moyland out in front. We have No Human in second and Frenzy in third. Second, fourth. Dutch with Dutch Face in fifth. We have Herbo in sixth somehow. Lewis Sabika in seventh. Nilma in eighth. We've got Speedy in ninth. DXD Matty in 10th and Scotty Harris in 11th. Shornicus in 12th, Freedom in 13th, and Sesvin in 14th. So we've got Mrs. Carl saying, hey Mrs. Carl, you've missed a great race. You really have. Still got a bit to go, but thank you very much for joining us. Very much appreciated. I hear that you are a bit of a it's Mrs. Mrs. Carl Moyland. So she is a Moyland fan, a Moyland leader. Comes in right at the right time, doesn't she? Safety car comes out at the worst time, and the game puts them on mediums. Oh, lucky non-human lads. Just means you got to work extra hard. But I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure you can do it. So we have got 11 laps to go. Safety car for this lap. I do think the safety car will wrap it up now. And we may see a Sesvin Freedom wrestling match again. Perez vibes that. Don't know about Perez vibes, but always get screwed. Mrs. Carr, Moyland's first, that's what I like to see. Well, Moyland usually comes first. That's why he never stick in, why girls never stick around. So I quickly change subject to Moyland in first with not a non-human in second. I actually do think non-human could make those tyres, those medium tyres work. But it'd be quite interesting to see how that goes on. Because, oh damn! So safety car is in this, so I'm on the right person, right? So Frenzy will be the guy to watch because he gets to see both the two front cars. If Moyland manages to get away from non-human, now he's on the soft tyre, so it should be easy. Now, Moyland does make things easy for himself. He really doesn't. He's had plenty of chances to do well, but then screws it up. This is one of those ones that could possibly go really wrong for him. So he's weaving really hard. And he goes, stops, but not a huge with it. Frenzy gets caught out a little bit, but not too much. But you can see C and the Dutch face is really closing in on that. Oh, look at that Dutch face. Oh, does he get? He does. He gets Sigma. Sigma is the battle back. That is a hell of a battle to see from behind. To be honest, it's not a view that many people would want to have. Says for really trying hard to get past Freedom. It's got Lewis Tobika and Dixie Newman both looking to get past Herbert. Now, I'm not expecting Herbert to do very well at this point, but he should be doing better than a lot of the other drivers. The helicopter view there of Hobo. So getting chased by the busies. If he was a Scouser, it'd be in his element. Oh, and DXT Moyland does get the fastest lap of a 1:17.4. That is a very quick lap indeed. A very quick racing lap, let's call it. Let's not. It's not as quick as what non-human was pulling off, as well as a Fight Me Now bot in qualifying. So now Freedom's managed to get past Shornicus. I don't know if Shornicus has got any body damage. I've just noticed that no one's got the same their fuel light warning, so which means the safety car has really helped out with all these drivers maintaining fuel, which is great. It means that all drivers should get to the end. Oh, we should be sticking with DXT, not DXT, Freedom here, because Freedom seems to be picking people off one by one. So here we go, we've got DXT Matty in 10th and Speedy DXT Sausage in 9th. It's quite interesting to see how this goes. Now DXT Nilma, little slide there for the back end. That slide for the back end has given DXT Sausage a chance to come up the rear. This goes around the outside. Sausage is all over Nilma. Backs off a little bit because he's on the inside line. This is a nice lead up into turn 4. Now DXT Sausage does need to... Oh! And Matty gives him a bit of a shunt. Sends him off. And when he rejoined, he got taken back out by Matty. So that's it. DXT Sausage all in the grass. And he's all the way down at the back end. I've got a feeling that DXT Sausage is not happy, and he's going to go straight into the pits. The Scotty Harris has crashed out. So, Headbands RIP, put it in. Yeah, so... Oh, he hasn't retired. I'm proud of you, proud of you. Safety car, though. So... Speedy's got a chance now, like, everybody's going to get round. Now... It's 7 laps to go. Safety car will be out for at least 2 laps. Maybe 3 with the way Speedy's going. Speedy is about 40 seconds behind everybody. So it'll be interesting to see whether he can get himself back there. Scotty Harris has left the session. Obviously, after the crash, he would leave the session. But we've not had anybody crashing out as much as I thought we would have. No one's gone into the pits. I know we have freedom in the pits. So we're going to have a few lap shootouts at the end here. Now, Not Human out in front on those medium tyres. He's done fantastic. Have these soft tyres still got enough in them to last to the end of the race? Or are we going to see Speedy and Freedom tear 4 laps of soft tyres to really take them out? Now, eyes will be on Frenzy right now. I think Frenzy could do this. Frenzy could cause an upset and get first. He's in the right place, and Singh is up there as well. Now, Con's idea of Not Human first, Singh second, and Hobo DNF is still on. It's still plausible. The fact that Hobo is survived this long in Hungary is a miracle. It really is. So Hobo's going to get roughly 9 laps on the softs. Yep, that's about right. It does range between a quarter and a third. It's like it's whether they handle the tyres well enough in the on the safety car with it last till the end. Because they've got another 5 laps to go and they've already done 7 laps. So that's 12 laps. That's 3 laps overdue. But then a lot of them are with the safety car. Hobo DNF, he isn't allowed to. Well, he's got a tendency of higher DNF and has Hobo. Usually because he's been stupid. Yeah. A little favourite of mine is a little video I've got of Hobo. From back in the day when we used to race together. You wouldn't believe how long ago it was. I'm just strolling back. Right, it was like over a year ago this, but here's a little thing for you guys. A little bit of nostalgia.
How have I fucking spun? How have I spun? I'm out.
My favourite voice clip I've got. That's over a year ago that was. My favourite voice clip. So basically, Mrs. C. Moyland, if you go onto my channel, it's called, what's it called? Bear with me. It's called Have I Spun Hobo Edition. It's only 6 seconds long, and it just catches the spin that he had at France. But it was a big moment, and I kind of missed the safety car restart, and Hobo is up into 4th. Somehow Hobo and Singh have swapped places. Speedy up into 8th, and Speedy's done really well, and we've got Dixie Matty in 10th. We've got Nilma and Sesfin battling it out. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's actually on my YouTube channel, so yeah. Just go to, just search Have I Spun Hobo Edition, and you should see it. It's only 6 seconds long, but it's fun. Used to use it all the time for when anybody crashed out. Right now we're gonna be on board with Hobo. Could Hobo steal a podium? Yeah, definitely have a little look. There's like a few other things in there that you may be interested in, but yeah, there's I'm actually quite interested with this Hobo, because Hobo's got Frenzy all over the back of him, and Frenzy should have been higher, further up. Now this is the cusp now where these soft tyres are on the limit, and those medium tyres are in their groove. Dutch Face has not actually got a penalty either. Noma and Freedom has retired. Both of them in the pits. Cards got too many pens, yeah, it's typical. And that's what I'll get for not paying attention. So I think he actually crashed out. So we have 11 drivers left out of 17 originally, with one fighting now about leaving before the race. So non-human out in front. We have DXD Moyland in second and Dutchface. Dutchface in third. We have DXD Hobo in fourth. Frenzy in fifth. Singh in sixth. Speedy is seventh. Matty in eighth. Shonicus in ninth. Lewis Speaker in 10th and Sesvin in 11th. Our DNFers are Dixie Numbers, Freedom, Scotty Harris, Hyder, Flea. Now, straight up, I do believe that we're going to have a few things passed to the stewards to look into. One of our, I think, Hober's been cheating. Definitely going to be cheating for him to survive. As we do start the final lap of Hungary, and I cannot wait for this to be over because it's been a long stint on my own. So guys, where's the battles? So Singh has managed to catch up with Hobo. Frenzy's tumbling down because DXT Sausage has managed to get up into 6th. And Matty's crawling all the back. Matty with 3 lap old tyres. Absolutely fantastic. Sesvin picks up the fastest lap of 1:16.8. Good Sesvin caused the upset of the race by stealing away the point from everybody. Absolutely brilliant. Now Singh does get past Hobo. I think Hobo's going to lose out to Sausage. Although we do know Hobo loves a bit of sausage. That's it. We've got non-human takes up first. Moylan in the second, but does he keep it? I don't think so. Dutchface gets second. Moylan third. Singh in fourth. Oh, Singh, no, DXT Matty in fourth. Singh in fifth. DXT Sausage in sixth. We've got Friends in seventh. Shorticus in 8th, Herbo in 9th, Lewis Tabika coming round in 10th. A little comment there from Mrs. Carl saying, unlucky Moyland. Yeah. It was, that there was a good way to have a race. Wrapping this up now. Well done to our drivers. So Moyland got his driver of the day on it. You know what? I'm going to agree. Moyland, you did deserve driver of the day. But then not humans, mate. It didn't really make a mistake. Dutchface, fantastic. So the guy who started on pole won. Guy who started second was second. That doesn't really happen. We don't have people holding their positions, but non-human and Dutchface have done fantastic. Moyland definitely deserves to be on the podium today, starting from 12. Special mention to Frenzy for starting the back. And yeah, Shornicus, after having that very bad start, battled himself back into the points right near the end was fantastic to see. And Speedy as well, getting pushed right to the back. He's got himself up into 6th. Absolutely fantastic, stellar work. Sesvin, incredible restart. Sesvin's up there in 11th. He was down at the back there with down at the back with a lot of drivers at the one point, so he managed to get himself up a few places after that. Still can't play imposter though. Always about Among Us. Yeah, guys. So thank you very much for joining me at the TTFL Friday League. Listen, please, guys, listen in there and keep your ears ready for the TTGT. So TeaTime Gran Turismo League. That should be on a Saturday. Also, if you've not seen it already, we do have a games night on a Wednesday. It's been Among Us for the last few weeks, but there are other options, and also we could actually have 2 different games running at the same time with 2 different hosts. So, guys, if you're up for it, then definitely join us for those games nights. However, I had to help my teammates. Yes, you did have to help your teammates. Because it's not like you were going to keep 4th, really, was it? 4th or 5th. With your penalties, mate. Absolutely terrible. But then again, you survived Hungary, so well done, you. So yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap that up. Please join us again. Same time next week. Good night.